Righto, Chunky, if anybody says that Britain isn't great, pop down to Buckingham Palace in the summer and you'll see that the flowers are indeed delicious. I've been thinking about Buckingham Palace and looking at all of those rooms. You see, the dinghy divers, can't call them that at the minute, travellers without anywhere to stay are struggling to find a place to live. So what we've got to do is find them a new home. And I'm thinking at least 100 of them could move in with Charles. He's all for saving the planet. Maybe now he wants to save the travellers without anywhere to stay. The news has been bonkers last week. It's all been kicking off. Lucy Connolly's free and is doing interviews left, right and centre, proving she's far from a far-right protester. In fact, she's absolutely eloquent and proves how disgusting this tyrannical state has become. As we look for new homes for the dinghy divers, we wonder, well, could we stick a few in there? I say, if you want to point fingers and say you're a racialist for not wanting them in your back garden, well, perhaps have them in yours, Your Honour. I've got a feeling that 2 weeks on Saturday, the flags will be flying in Trafalgar Square, just up the road, up the Mall, just behind me. Look, it's up there, Tarquin. Remember this week, the biggest story is the scandal that's coming is that they are buying up all the rentals, outbidding you and I. Indigenous people who want to rent privately are being bought out of the market by councils with infinite budgets. This is a scandal and it's disgraceful and it's going to make people homeless this Christmas. They are literally being forced in councils to buy up every single rental property with the hope that they can get them out of the hotels to stop the nation flying the flag. I've got a feeling that September 13th, there might be a few flag wavers here having the time of their lives. Anyway, let's do the news from the last couple of days. If you've missed it, you can get it every morning, 30 to 40 minutes, unedited, not PC, no BS, and Ofcom free at alexbelfield.com.
Unfortunately, I have to bring you some horrible news. A Libyan migrant, 24, another knife crime. All right, TikTok migrant taught people days before arriving here how to kill your wife, in fact, more specifically. These are the kind of people they're shipping in under the proviso that this is all good for us. It is not good for us. And let me tell you, I repeat what I said 2 days ago. The next big scandal will be housing. They are blackmailing renters into giving priority to councils who have infinite budgets to outbid any of us because the councils have got this blank check. Can we make sure this is in the social media bit, please, Tarquin, because it's very important that people wake up and realise what's going on. They have been given unlimited budgets to get housing, to get these dinghy divers, these travellers without anywhere to stay, because I had a letter from the council saying I can't call them dinghy divers, travellers without anywhere to stay. They are going into private accommodation rental next to you to get them out of the hotels, which means you can't stay in a rental property, and that will naturally inflate. But even if it doesn't, they will outbid you. This is the biggest scandal, and it is indeed the one that they want to shushy the most. This is the new jab. Seriously, this is the one they're going to be talking about in 4 years' time. And they were saying, do you remember that moron? What was his name? The ginger fella with the micro penis and the silly shirts on the tippy tappy. What was his name? Yeah, it'll be the same thing. The media won't talk about it because they're in cahoots. They're on advertising from the very people who are doing this to you, the government, knowing they've got another few years and it will all have gone by the by. All right, let's get on to Rachel Reeves. I mean, I'm just going to show you screen grab after screen grab after screen grab. This woman is stopping us up the anus erectus and nobody's noticing or doing anything about it. And she's playing the greatest trick. She is broadcasting this while she's not present during the summer, i.e. Parliament is not open for business yet. All this stuff is going on behind the scenes that is going to really impact us come the autumn into the winter. Story after story you can see here of the tax, Rachel Reeves tax, Rachel Reeves tax. Look at them, all the stories, Rachel Reeves tax. And can you imagine that we're in a situation where we've got a military on the street, our veterans can't find anywhere to live, but at the same time, the top 4 people who are claiming benefits, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran, Eritrea. Don't believe me? Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran. I'm not making this shit up. This is our country. 111,084 asylums in the year up to June. Look at that. These are claims up to June, the last year. 5,000 homes needed for the dinghy divers, what I was just saying. This isn't me just making this shit up randomly. I spend all day researching it so that I can compact it into one big bowel movement for you. So you don't have to go fettling around trying to find these facts. But this is where we're at. Be under no delusion. It is terrifying. Angelica Growler, we must get on to this imbecile. This woman has a marble mouth. She has the speech impediment that makes me believe she is gargling testicles. Now, when this woman speaks, I want to chuck myself off an NCP car park. Well, unfortunately, she's been seen smoking in a kayak. Look at this, Tarquin. Yes, and I always say to her, you mustn't have your kayak and heat it. Yeah, stop it. The thing about her is that she's one of these people that goes around doing the old corned beef legs, as I call it, claiming that she's one of us, yet she's bought a third house for £800,000. The Sun had a front page yesterday, which sums it all up. This is not a woman who is one of us, despite her fagash lil tendencies and her appearance that she is, again, like Peter Andre, squeaky clean and holier than thou. Well, I hear that's not the case. Remember what Andrew Bridgen told us about what he overheard her saying. Not gossip of somebody told him. He overheard her saying about how she would cross and uncross her legs to distract Boris. Now, in a moment, I'm going to edit in downstairs my ginger growler because I forgot to bring it up with me, which is very, very unprofessional of me. And let me tell you, Tarquin will be fired over this because his job is pre-production. So when I click my fingers in 1 second's time, well, it's actually about 3 or 4 seconds time, you will see my ginger growler. Go. Hee, kitty, 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 kitty. Hee, kitty, kitty, kitty. The ginger growler. Hee, kitty, 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 kitty. Hee, kitty. And there we go, with little Angelica Growler being sent off into the midst of time. If only she would go and find another job. I don't know what job would be good for her. OnlyFans, crossing and uncrossing legs can make you very, very, very rich. Ask the man who runs it. I've got a note here saying that the young man has had over $700 million in dividends. Wow. How fabulous. I must get on this OnlyFans. Would any of you be willing to pay to see my toenails? The flag is the most beautiful thing on earth, but what is amazing about the Union flag and of course the St. George's Cross is that they're now somehow conflating the appearance of this flag all over our country for which it was designed as intimidating and as fascist. It's bullshit. So let me go through a few things that we've got for you. We've got the fascist flag taker downer. So we got the first clip of this young man in an Arsenal top, I believe, going around doing horrid work, countering the angels that have gone around putting up the flags and taking their time and paying for them, of course, taking them out. Didn't go very well. Watch this.
Geezer, you're a mug.
Go on.
Go home.
Look.
Take your levels with you.
Being a member of the military doesn't necessarily...
Oh, do you know what?
Being a fucking... I'm not being...
We've just been out all night doing this.
I'm not being realise that. Mate, because you've been spoon-fed your shit.
No.
Crack on.
Oh, literally.
Crack on, mate.
You're mentally ill, mate. You're mentally ill.
I'm not, mate.
You are. You're mentally ill.
I'm not mentally
Look at you.
I'm genuinely
Look at you. You're mentally ill.
I'm genuinely not mentally
You
ill.
are.
I've got a sound
You
head on me, mate.
are.
I understand
You
what you're talking
are.
about. I understand
You
what's
are,
going on in
mate.
this
You
country.
are. You are.
I fully understand.
Oh, mate. Yeah, you are. You're a bit of a left-hard.
it's just
It's
really
okay.
silly.
It's okay. It's a sickness.
No, see,
It's a sickness.
This idea of
It's a
you saying that
sickness.
word thinking it's going to do anything.
It's a sickness.
It means nothing.
It's a sickness.
Honestly,
It's a sickness.
it's not worth your time.
So why don't you
It
take
means
yourself
nothing.
home and get yourself into bed, mate? Yeah?
Because I'm quite happy doing what I'm doing.
What you're doing is you're destroying the effort of what you've done all night.
Come on. All night. We all understand. I understand what you've done all night.
Yeah. So why
the
don't you-
police understand what you've
don't
done.
give a shit.
They literally know it's a far right movement. That's the whole
We ain't
thing.
a far-right movement.
It's fascism.
We ain't a far-right movement. What are you doing, bruv?
In Dorset, they're doing very great stuff with the islands. Look at the St. George's Cross on the islands. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Brighton, of course, they're full of LGBTQ plus 69S alphabet people. They don't like the flag, of course. Well, of course they don't. They're too busy flying their own trans flag, transformer flag, which, of course, is multicolored. Red and yellow and green and blue and orange and pink and trans for you. Wonderful, wonderful Brighton. Well, no, keep away from there. They do say it's intimidating, though. What is intimidating about a fucking flag? Why would you be intimidated? This is, again, this is part of the brainwashing. Like, go back to Blackpool for me a second, Tarquin, and show the video of Blackpool with them putting up these bollards to stop us being rammed. It's part of brainwashing you into fear. It's making you believe something that doesn't exist. Because if we all go around believing we're going to be rammed by some terrorists, we won't go anywhere and we'll stay in our homes. And then we're back to COVID, and we know what that was all about. Rachel from Accounts, who says she wants the middle classes to be extinct. Well, no shit, Sherlock. She couldn't be doing better to do a worse job. Raiding families, businesses and farms. That's what this woman is doing. She is stealing and raiding everything that is the backbone of what is great about being British. Our farmers, our small businesses and families through tax. Now they're talking about a bailout by the IMF. The last time I heard of an IMF bailout, it was in Nairobi after the floods. And the governor nicked all the money. But that's not why you called. This woman is a disaster.
Feeling good, here's a story so bright about a man named Alex making news feel right. In a world so dull, he's the flicker of flame. Professional gobshite, remember his name. He walks in the room and the vibes turn up with jokes and laughter, man, he fills the cup. In a world of grey, he brings the color. When life gets mundane, he's like no other. Hello chunky is the phrase he throws, spreading joy like sunshine wherever he goes. Got that reggae beat pumping, make you wanna dance. His words are a rhythm, they'll put you in a trance. Hello chunky, you light up the day, turning dull moments into loud cabaret with humor and style, making news so fun. Alex Belfield, man, you're the only one. Scroll through the headlines, what do you find? Same old stories just blowing your mind. But then comes Alex breaking the norm with the wicked twist. He's the eye of the storm, mixing hip-hop lyrics with the reggae vibe. Makes every boring detail come alive and thrive. News ain't heavy, it's a gem in disguise. With Alex on the mic, the laughter will rise. Hello chunky, you light up the day, turning dull moments into loud cabaret with humor and style, making news so fun. Alex Belfield, man, you're the only right. Hello chunky, you light up the day, turning dull moments into loud cabaret with humor and style, making news so fun. Alex Belfield, man, you're the only one. Let the world keep spinning while we groove to the beat. With every witty comment, got us moving our feet. Grab your friends, hit the floor, let's have a blast. With Alex making waves, we'll forget the past. Dancing through the headlines, we're feeling so free. Every laugh and every cheer, it's a jubilee. So here's to the gobshite, turning news into gold. In a world so grey, he's a story told. Professional joy,